Air fryer, 400 degrees. How many minutes did you set it for?
I set it for 30.
I added 5 more minutes to it.
Okay.
So 35 minutes, and they look like they came out perfect.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Nice.
Good job. And ham steaks. Didn't put anything on them. Just threw them on the cast iron and warmed them up.
Yes, it is Tuesday. We had leftover chili yesterday from the last video that we published.
Mm-hmm.
And still working on the pineapple jello. I don't know what this week's flavor will be.
Depends what kind of fruit juice you find downstairs.
You know what's going on in my head is, can I make, like, we have a lot of blueberries in the freezer. Can I, like, first mush those up in the stove pot? I'm thinking somehow coming up with a concoction that is a blueberry coconut jello. See if we can make it. But then I also still have so much jam downstairs, and I think it's just a great way to use up my jam. So maybe we'll do like peach jello next. Who knows?
Yeah, cool. You worked on a couple projects last night.
I did, and I did not film it.
Rhubarb, right?
Stewed rhubarb.
And apples.
Yeah, so I had purchased some apples, like just a big bag of organic apples, and I wasn't going through them fast enough. And then when I got done processing the rhubarb, it ended up only making 3 pints. And I was like, well, I've got this whole water bath canner ready. What else can I can? And I saw the apples sitting in the bowl. I was like, I've never canned just plain apples before. And I'll tell you guys, I did a cheat, and it worked. I was like at the point where I needed to get things in the canner. So instead of cooking up a syrup to pour over the apples, I just added 2 teaspoons of sugar and covered it with boiling water, and it just made the the light syrup while it was canning. So nice. I think I will do that if I ever do it again. It was just super easy. And I added a dash of lemon juice to each one of them.
Good job.
Yeah. And so sorry, I know you want to eat. You can eat.
Is it a show and tell dinner?
Yeah, you can eat.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead.
Last first day of the week video, I showed you guys I was trying my hand at milk kefir. I was not having instant success.
You were getting frustrated because when you want it and you want it now.
I do. I want it to just miraculously happen. So I probably give up on.
It's part of your, if I'm going to do something, I have to be good at it or I'm not going to do it.
Right. And I was following the instructions that came with my milk kefir grains. And it said to put a lid on it. Well, I was watching Anna. There's a whole playlist going on this month, if you guys aren't aware, called Fermented February that Anna over at Fermented Homestead's putting together. And I'm a part of that. I'm sure the video's already come out on our fermented cheese we made, but she did not put a lid on it. She put like a cloth of some sort. So I said, stop the video right now. I'm going in the kitchen and I'm changing out my lid. And it worked. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I've got like bubbles and like some whey separation happening. And I can't wait. It's not quite time yet, but tonight before bed, I'm going to drain it off and see how many more grains I produced.
They just keep like multiplying,
yeah, right? So excited.
Any other show and tell? Oh, you want to tell them about this thing?
Oh, yeah, you can. That was your show and tell.
Yeah, so Rachel often does things like this. So she had 6 pints last night that she wanted to can in water bath, which means she gets out her big giant black pot, fills it up with like
a ton of
2
water.
or 3 gallons worth of water to cover the lids, turns on the gas, lets it warm up for who knows how long it takes to come up to boiling. And I've seen a lot of people have those steam canners. So I went yesterday on Amazon, and there's really only like one for sale on Amazon. And reading through, I'm a review person. And so reading through the reviews, it was, I don't know if I would have purchased it, but I did anyways, because it's really the only option. So we have like this steam canner now, which is sitting on the stove back there behind you. So it should be a handy tool for when you have, because it'll hold up to 7 quarts. So when you're doing these little small batch
batches.
things like this, we'll try it and we'll share it with you guys and kind of show you how it works and what we think of it and if it's a good option for you guys.
Right, and I'm just thinking about it, like we have a lot of viewers that are older and they suffer from things like arthritis or, maybe they've had surgery recently and it's just them, and it's definitely a lightweight option. If you fill one of those water bath canners with all that water, it's like a whoop to lift and drain, And this seems much more approachable for anyone that has physical limitations handling heavy weights.
And it is a replacement for water bath canning, not pressure canning.
That's right, yeah. So, I look forward to it. He was talking about, I was like, I don't need another piece of equipment. I have so much equipment, and there's just another thing to store. But I'm grateful for it. I mean, now that it's here, it's a beautiful piece, and I'm sure I will use it regularly.
Yeah, you'll see it soon, probably.
So we got a lot of goodies out last night from the freezer, so we'll see you guys on the next meal day. The sweet potatoes turned out amazing. Happy hump day, halfway through.
I had to ask when I was at work today. I had to actually physically go to work today. So if like my beard's all funny looking today, not that it's not funny looking every day, but extra funny looking is because I had to wear a mask all day. And it always gives me weird curls in weird places. But I didn't know what day it was. I thought it was Thursday and I missed garbage day again.
Yeah. So this is, what did you call it? Carne something?
No, it's pork tacos El Pastor, which I made back in the fall when Rachel was gone to South Carolina. So she didn't get to have it. And I had an extra piece of meat and I had a lot of extra marinade left over. So kind of threw the meat in a vacuum seal bag with the rest of the marinade and just tossed it in the freezer and said, one day we'll have this again. And
yeah, I'm glad he did. A few bites I've had, it's really tasty.
It's pretty spicy though.
Okay, I threw together just a quick corn and cabbage and cowboy candy slaw, and I've got my peach salsa that I am thoroughly enjoying. Absolutely delicious.
What else has been happening?
Oh, I don't know. It's just been a work day.
You had a work busy day. You had like back to back to back meetings all day. Did we tell them about your kefir? That it's working now?
Yeah, we told
them that yesterday. Did you? How does it look today?
I don't know. I haven't looked at it.
Okay.
I don't know that
Nothing
there's
else
much
really new.
You know, on my heart and mind is the situation over in Russia and Ukraine. So I'm a little distracted today.
Yeah. Did you catch anything on the news about it?
Not yet, really. No. No.
No. Okay. Well, what do you think?
My concoction's amazing.
Yeah. I'm thinking about trying the peach salsa on it. So
Yeah. But I was going to say, you know, having 2 kids in the military, you just are a little heightened in these situations as a parent. Our daughter said some of her shipmates have been sent over there, so just
yeah.
watching. I don't have much to say today, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah. Next time we cook.
Looks good. Yum, 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 yum. You guys are funny. I absolutely love. We got just like the best email today from one of our viewers, and oh, she just had a way with words. And I just got a funny Instagram message. I guess, I don't know. It sounds like half of us add water to our roasters and half of us don't, you know, to the base. And I don't think that there is necessarily a right or wrong. I just do it so things don't scald really bad.
It disperses the heat.
It disperses the heat a lot better. Tonight is leftover quesadillas.
Yep. No fancy, long, drawn out music montage today. Pretty quick because, yeah, it's just leftover night. We had that pork taco el pastor meat left over from the other day. Tortillas. I had basically had the same thing for lunch today too. So
Yeah.
and oh, go ahead.
No, I'm hungry. I want to bite.
Oh, go ahead. So yesterday we did not film with you guys. We went to town. We ran errands yesterday, and we just grabbed a bite to eat while we were out. And so let's
tell everybody, what did we grab a bite to eat of?
Oh, what did we eat?
Yeah,
we went to.
I'm sure you always. I wonder what those people eat when they go out.
Yesterday we stopped at Panda Express.
Panda Express.
And every time we've ever gone there, reminds us of Dan, our foreign exchange student, because that was one of her favorite places to go.
Yeah.
Mama, Papa, you take me to Panda Express today? So we thought about her a lot the whole time we were there.
And I always get the same thing, beef and broccoli on their greens. So they do this awesome broccoli, cabbage, kale, green mix. And it's a really enjoyable, light, refreshing Asian dish.
Filled up our fuel tanks in my truck. Ran a Tractor Supply, got bedding for the goats, more food for the dogs. And then Gordon's Food Supply.
I got an awesome video coming out this weekend. I can't wait to share. So Constance over at A Good Life Farm is hosting a March Madness canning collaboration.
Madness.
And I thought about it, you know, that didn't think about it coming up, and I just did my all day in the kitchen preserving. And I'm like, oh, I could have used that for the March canning madness. So I really don't have a lot of canning to do, but I think it's an awesome opportunity to do some real good back to basics canning. Everyone liked that when I shared that in January. So we'll do some more back to basics canning. And this one is specifically going to be targeted to brand new canners or people that don't have the land to grow your own gardens and do all that. It's going to be super fun.
I think it's going to turn out good.
Yeah. Busy day today, though, work-wise for me.
Work was busy. The last time we were with you guys, you weren't really here.
I wasn't?
No, you were somewhere else, remember? You were busy. Your thoughts were with the Ukraine. And a lot has happened with that since the last time we were with you guys.
Yeah, it's not a good day today.
I feel really sad. I feel sad for those people. I know that there was a lot of really good stories that came out of the Ukraine today on behalf of the Ukrainian people and how much they're fighting and standing up to the bully.
And I feel for our NATO partners that are so close to it all. Like, I'm glad that we're sending troops over to help. I think about my daughter a lot, that some of her shipmates have been sent over there. And now I'm just like, she's like, Mom, I just want to have my wedding. I'm like, well, baby, let's just keep praying that you still get to have your wedding and things don't change too bad. So it's just stuff like that going on. That was a hot pepper.
So there's certain bites that are really hot. So that'll probably wrap up today's conversation, I think, unless you got something else tomorrow. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow for dinner.
Steaks, right? Did we get out steaks or was
We
just the
already
roast?
cooked the steaks this week. All we
did.
have left that we got out was that roast.
Maybe tomorrow we'll film breakfast. How about that?
Maybe.
So tomorrow we'll share for our meal for the day, breakfast, because we have that leftover ham steaks and we could do something yummy.
Okay. And then Sunday we'll probably have that roast. And we're thinking maybe we'll invite my mom and Grandpa Jerry over to have dinner with us. So that should be fun. We were talking about cooking it, and I think we originally planned putting it in the crock pot and cooking it
Yeah.
for like 8 hours on low. But we thawed that thing out like on Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
So, and it's Friday today, and I don't want to push it. So we might drop it in a sous vide vacuum seal bag tomorrow with the can of onion soup and just sous vide it for like 24 hours and then eat it. So.
Oh, and this is to my son, Preston. He gave me such grief the other day because they watch our videos. There are we have a couple children that watch them faithfully. He's like, Mom, do you not know how to make homemade tortillas? I'm like, yes, I know how to make homemade tortillas. I've done it before and I have my own press. He's like, aren't you kind of being a fake because you're buying them from the store? No, Preston, Mom can have a couple convenience items. But if it came down to it and there was no tortillas, your mother's okay. I know how to make them. I'm just giving him crap because I know he's watching. And yes, I'm using my store-bought tortillas again.
Yeah. Only so many hours in a day.
Yeah. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Give me a half of the cup, measuring cup out.
It smells amazing.
Yeah, good. That's my breakfast. Ooey gooey egg to slop up with my biscuit. Todd gets a double sausage stacker.
Yeah.
Nice layered flaky biscuits using that lard and a little, I like half lard, half butter when I have my leaf lard. So it just makes it extra flaky. And then top it off with some of our cowboy candy. Good. Look at that. Yum.
Yeah, very good. Use our own sausage. Good job.
That's what's for breakfast today. Probably won't do dinner tonight. We still have lots of leftovers. You didn't start that roast in the sous vide.
It's okay.
Oh, okay.
We can do it later this afternoon. See you next time we cook.
Aren't the biscuits so crunchy, yummy?
Yeah, very good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Everything's still just sizzling.
It is.
Good job on the potatoes. Oh my
That is
goodness.
something new. I tried to do something new this time. Normally, they go in a pan with a whole bunch of butter, onions. We caramelize the onions, and it turns into like a kind of like a big soggy.
Not really soggy. It's just kind of like if you had, what do you call it? Twice baked potatoes. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, a bit like that. The cheese on top gets crispy, but this time I rolled them in. So Rachel rinsed them off in the sink. They came out of a jar of our canned potatoes. I rolled them in, cornstarch with salt and pepper. Put them in the cast iron skillet with butter. Threw it in the oven for a little while. It was going to take too long. We're getting really hungry, so I transferred it to the stove. And it seems like they got nice and crispy. They're like
Pretty amazing.
little breaded little potatoes. The chuck roast that we did was, we cooked it sous vide, 136 degrees for 25 hours, I think it was. Yeah, about 25 hours it cooked. And so added to the bag. First I put like salt and pepper. I put it on cast iron. You want to eat? You go ahead.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
On a cast iron to try to like get the outside seared a little bit. Toss it into a bag. In order to vacuum seal liquids, it can be really hard. So I took that jar of French onion soup and I froze it into 2 chunks. That way when I put it in the vacuum sealer, it wouldn't all get vacuumed out. That seemed to work really well. And the juice that came out of the bag, we just threw some cornstarch in it and turned it into gravy.
Yeah,
Did you try a bite?
I did earlier. It's really yummy. Here, I'll let you load my gravy up.
You're making like a skillet dish?
Yeah. You can really taste that French onion soup and the wine, and it really baked into the meat really well. And now we got lots of good onions in the gravy. Yeah, I want lots of onions.
Lots of onions. My gravy didn't get very thick.
That's okay. That's plenty. Thanks.
Oh, wow. There's Rachel's dinner. It never focuses when we do that.
Yeah, so it was a fun week. And you guys it's been an all day canning day here for me.
I was trying to count in my head earlier how many jars of food you can this weekend. There's 3.
This is 21, 22. No, this is more than 21. I don't know. 21.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 3 is 21. Plus those 3 is 24. Plus however many's in the...
Yeah, plus I did all that round yesterday.
Like 30 more jars of food yesterday.
Yeah, it was a big canning weekend for me.
But she did throw together 2 really cool videos that I really think you guys are going to enjoy, especially if you're new to canning and you want to get into it, but you're kind of afraid. So those videos should be out hopefully later this week sometime.
Oh my goodness, you knocked it out of the park.
Yeah?
So good. Oh, guys, whatever he did with the potatoes, and you got canned potatoes at home, you got to try it.
Oh, yeah?
So good. Crispy little bits.
I think we said earlier in the week we were going to invite my mom and Grandpa Jerry over for dinner today. They couldn't come. That's why they're not here.
Yeah, that's... Sorry, Nona. It's so good.
Yeah, them potatoes are...
I know.
The outside's so crispy. And the inside's like gooey.
Yeah. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next week. Take care.